We've had some interest with one of our drug detector dogs. It's shown some interest in some of the passengers' baggage. We have to investigate that a little further.
Officer Cameron will now carry out a full baggage search to determine if this man is carrying any illegal substances.
The dog went past before, showed a bit of interest in your bags. Do you use drugs at all? Like
No.
marijuana?
No.
Never?
I smoke in France and when I travel, not drugs.
Back in France you did? You smoked some
Yeah,
marijuana?
a little bit.
When was the last time you maybe smoked some marijuana?
1 year alone?
You haven't had one for 1 year?
With his admission that he has smoked marijuana in the past, a swab is taken from the inside of one of the man's bags. The test will reveal if there are traces of marijuana or any other drugs on his belongings. And it seems he is not being completely honest.
Can I get you to please open this bag for us? Yeah.
In Melbourne, biosecurity officers have pulled aside a woman returning from Vietnam as they suspect she may have undeclared food in her luggage.
As soon as I walked her into the inspection area, her behaviour just changed from confident and happy to be home to just a lot of nerves and shakes.
An X-ray reveals she has a box full of organic material, which may explain her nervousness.
But who packed the bag? Who put the clothes and the food inside the bag?
This one and my sister, my sister food for me.
Okay, you told me that you bought the items from the shop.
Yeah. Soap.
So now you tell me your sister packed your bag.
Yeah, I buy the soap. I go shop. I buy a food. My sister food in here.
So what is it, seafood?
This one, my
What's
friend.
in this one?
My friend give for me. Yeah.
So you bought this from the shop, you said?
Yes, soap.
So just what, scallop,
Soap.
seafood?
Soap in city. Yeah.
Okay,
The red
by not
packaging
telling me
says
the
fruit
truth?
nuts, but inside are dried scallops. And there are other food items that also should have been declared.
An onion.
Yeah, cooking. Yeah, my sister.
Okay, so you got a lot of seafood, but you didn't say yes on the card.
So far, all the undeclared items do not pose a serious biosecurity risk, but that may be about to change.
What is it?
At the Sydney International Mail Centre, thousands of packages are examined every day for any signs of suspicious activity or concealments. Today, Border Force officers have concerns about a package sent from the USA.
Hey, Graham.
What have we got?
I'm not too sure. That doesn't look quite right to me.
Yeah, that looks a bit odd in there. What's it declared as?
It's declared as a karaoke machine.
That doesn't really look like it's supposed to be in a karaoke machine.
Not at all.
It looks like maybe a crystal substance in there.
Yeah, we should definitely open this one up.
Yeah.
The package is opened by Australia Post and then taken to the deconstruction room where officers will take a closer look at the children's toy.
So it looked like a karaoke machine on X-ray.
Oh, okay, so we got the microphone. Got the box? Yep.
Great.
All right.
So yeah, it looks like a karaoke machine.
Yep, that's for sure. All right.
Looks commercial. Doesn't look like there's any glue or anything sticking it back together. From the X-ray image, we know there's something inside.
How do we
It
get
looks
to
very
it?
well concealed.
I think we need screws, maybe.
Well, that seems to be the only way to enter.
With no obvious signs of tampering, officers must remove the casing.
Oh, yeah.
That worked.
Okay. Clearly see that there.
Yep, that's what we
Some
saw on the image.
concealment. Looks like they've just used the hollow part of the speaker. There's 2 packages in there.
Yep.
Feel like crystal.
Yeah, it feels crystally.
We'll open it up and take a look. Yeah.
There will be nothing to sing about when officers discover what's inside this karaoke machine.
Oh, yeah,
There you
there
go.
you go.
At Brisbane Airport, Border Force officers are concerned about this New Zealand man who has arrived without the necessary travel documents.
A number of years ago, he made contact with the Australian consulate in New Zealand to see if he could actually come to Australia. At the time, he was told that he needed to apply for a visa and didn't do that, so he's just hopped on the plane today. So that is how he came to notice.
The Kiwi claims he has no recollection of any previous communication with Australian consulate officials.
I never contacted anyone.
Yeah?
Yeah, I never contacted anyone.
Right, okay. What's going to happen now is you're going to have to go through an interview. We'll just go through our process now of obtaining your history, just to confirm. And then one of my colleagues will interview.
It was about, I think it might have been about 5 years ago. I read a letter to immigration.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you made some
about
sort of...
5
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah. So you made some sort of contact.
It wasn't before I come here.
No, well, it was before you came here, yeah. But it was like, not directly, but yeah, so, all right? Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. Have you got bags?
Just a bag.
Just that one? Okay, so you're only coming for 14 days?
Yep.
Yep, and what was the purpose of your trip?
Just visiting.
You got family, friends?
No, just a mate.
Just a mate? Okay.
Officers have received some information from New Zealand officials which raises concerns that the man has a police record which he has not declared.
We need to understand why he declared no on the incoming passenger card to the criminal convictions question. We want to find out what that criminal history is and if it poses a risk to Australia's borders.
Border Force has obtained a copy of this New Zealand man's police record and want to know why he failed to declare it on arrival.
Can you explain why you did not answer yes to the question on the incoming passenger card about whether you have criminal convictions?
What I went to prison for was dangerous driving, I think it was causing death.
Okay.
And that was to my uncle.
Okay. So why have you come to Australia today?
Spread my wings a bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to
get my comfort zone. I've never travelled before alone, not this far, in another country. It was a big step for me to do that.
Were you aware that you needed to apply for a visa to come to Australia?
Well, I couldn't remember if I had to or not. So I have to apply for a visa?
Yes, yeah. What is your occupation?
Unemployed.
Okay.
You just come over to have a look around here for a couple of weeks and there would have been opportunity here or something.
Yeah. You're trying to find a job or something like that as well?
Yeah,
maybe
I
some
could possibly
leads.
done that, yeah.
Yeah.
The passenger fails to provide a clear reason for being here without the correct documentation. So Officer Jordan consults his supervisor, who has some serious concerns about the man's criminal history.
Did you ask about any gang affiliations?
No.
Some of his tattoos just look tribal, like the ones up his neck and stuff, but there's a few on his hands that are a bit more non-professional. So just see if he is associated with any street gangs or anything in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Officers must now determine what level of risk the man poses and if he should be allowed to enter Australia.
Up until 5 years ago, he had not had any other offences, so something sort of obviously happened again where he's decided that he's going back into old ways.
Biosecurity officers have already located a large amount of food belonging to this non-declarant passenger returning from Vietnam.
What do you have in here?
But it's some home-cooked items that they are struggling to identify.
Some meat?
Meat? No meat.
No.
I don't know.
What is this?
Yeah.
What is this? Tell me. What is it? Seafood?
I don't know. Yeah.
Or is it chicken?
Cook. No
is
chicken.
Is this chicken?
No chicken.
Do you know what this is?
My sister cooked for kids eat yummy.
Yes, yummy.
Yeah,
what did she say it is?
Cook for me.
And she didn't tell you what she's cooking for you?
No, she cooked. She say my daughter eat.
How are you gonna give your daughter something to eat if you don't know what it is?
On closer inspection, officers make a startling discovery.
Is it frog?
I think it's frog.
Is it frog? Best is to tell us. Are you sure? You know frog? This one's got legs on it.
It's frog.
It's frog.
Frog, yeah.
Considered a delicacy in many Asian countries, frogs could carry diseases not found in Australia.
This is frog, so it's meat. You cannot bring this into Australia.
There is no excuse for failing to declare such a huge biosecurity risk.
You might be issued with an infringement notice of $420.
Okay.
That's what we
Some
saw in the image.
concealment.
At the
Something that
mail
shouldn't be
centre,
there yet.
officers have just
yeah, sure.
uncovered a concealment of a suspected illicit substance inside this karaoke machine.
Yeah, sure.
We'll open it up and take a look, yeah. It just clips open here.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
look
you
at
go.
that.
Yep.
White substance. That definitely shouldn't be in a karaoke machine.
Yeah.
White crystal.
We'll have to test it and see what it comes up as.
A sample is taken.
You think that's enough?
Yeah, that's a good amount. Crash that up into a powder. Perfect.
The narcotic indicator kit will determine what the substance is.
So what colour are we expecting?
Well, this deep blue. There you go.
Straight away. Great result. Definitely methamphetamine.
All right.
The packages are weighed to confirm the potential street value of this significant find.
It's really, really good finding a hit like this. Ice is a really damaging drug, hurts the community, and it's really good taking this off the street.
This nervous Frenchman claims he is here for a working holiday. But after a drug detector dog reacted to his luggage, a preliminary swab test has returned a positive result for a narcotic. Officer Cameron will now further question the man about his drug use.
So you said you've smoked some marijuana before in the past. Any other drugs you've used?
This is little cocaine.
Yeah. How long ago did you come into contact with cocaine?
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago.
For the birthday.
Yeah. Where was that, in France that you used cocaine or somewhere else?
In France. Yeah.
With this admission, Officer Cameron has only one concern about this nervous passenger.
You're not carrying any with you today, are you?
Yeah.
On your body? Nothing else on your pockets or anything?
No, nothing.
Despite his denials, a second swab is taken, this time from his larger bag.
Was the cocaine stored in your bag or in your clothing? Were you wearing this clothing at the time?
Yes.
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 If the second test is negative, this traveller will be one step closer to entering Australia. But it looks like he won't be going anywhere just yet.
Proceed on to Delta Romeo.
This one's got legs on it.
A passenger returning from Vietnam has failed to declare that she is carrying home-cooked frogs in her luggage.
So this one, it is very high risk into Australia. You cannot bring frog
you
or
put
meat.
in bin, I
That's
know,
we're gonna dispose of it.
You.
But you needed to declare it on your declaration card. So in a lot of Asian countries, they think that if they bring their meats or their frog meats into Australia, it tastes better, whereas I'm sure they can get frog meat here in Australia.
The woman claims her sister packed it, but for officers, it's no excuse.
What you're carrying is your responsibility. You have to know what's inside your bags because you are carrying the bags. How many times you travel Vietnam, Australia? Can I see your passport, please?
Her passport reveals she frequently travels in and out of the country, so she should know the rules.
So nearly 3.5 kilos, 3.3 kilograms of frog meat. So it is a substantial amount. So today, I have to issue you with an infringement notice of $420.
Yeah.
You will get an infringement notice.
Thank you, sir, yeah. But 400 for me is very hard, and for kids, yeah.
I understand. I'm so sorry. I understand your story. It's very hard, but you have to understand we are here for a reason.
Yeah.
So today will be a $420 lesson for you, okay? Infringement notice.
The passenger is allowed to keep many of her commercially packaged food items, but the frog meat is destroyed.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Border Force officers are questioning this New Zealander with a history of convictions, as they have concerns that his unique tattoos may indicate involvement with a criminal gang.
You have a lot of tattoos and things like that.
They're all naughty designs.
Yeah. Okay. So
this is my young fella's name. This is my son's name over here.
Oh, okay.
And this represents the birth of him.
Yep.
And same as this.
Yeah.
Everything is no gang affiliated tattoos on me.
Yep.
Whatsoever.
All right.
I'm not here to get into mischief. If that's what I look like I am.
Yep.
The passenger is emphatic that he's here with good intentions and reveals that he is, in fact, a family man.
And how many children do you have?
One.
Yeah. How old are they?
He's 5.
He hopes that Australia is a place where he can make a new beginning.
I know it'll be a better life here.
Yeah.
There's more opportunities.
Yeah. So start something fresh that you want to leave behind the past.
Try to make a better life for my young fella.
Yeah.
My 5-year-old, he needs just be a better role model because I haven't been such a good father and a role model to my young fella. I'd like to show him a better life.
With the very real possibility of not gaining entry to Australia today to begin a better life, the passenger becomes extremely anxious.
I'm getting claustrophobic in here. I'm feeling like I've committed some sort of treason or something. It's not like being said in here. This is stressful.
Taxi hotel, gone.
This young backpacker has admitted to recently using cocaine back home in France, and swab tests taken from his bags have returned strong positive readings for the drug.
The first one was on his larger bag, and we got presumptive positive for cocaine. We did a second one, focusing more on his clothing items and personal items, and the same result again was cocaine.
A thorough search of the man's belongings has uncovered some unusual items.
Is that one of the knives you're talking about?
Yeah, I've got a second knife.
That's okay.
But so far, no illicit substances have been found, so Border Force officers take the next step.
We have to conduct a personal search now, just to ascertain whether he is or is not carrying any prohibited items or drugs underneath his clothing.
The passenger requests that the frisk is conducted in a private room.
Can I give you just a... Okay.
While his body is searched for any possible concealments, his bags are put through the X-ray. After careful inspection, his luggage gets the all clear and the frisk search is complete.
The result of the frisk search is a negative result. We have not found any drugs or any other prohibited items underneath his clothing or on his body at all.
You enjoy your holiday.
Officers are now satisfied the traveller is not attempting to import any illegal drugs into the country.
See you later.
And with great relief, he can begin his holiday in Australia.
Au revoir.
This Kiwi's ambition is to start a new life for himself and his young son here in Australia. But his criminal history and failure to apply for a visa may destroy his plan.
To come to Australia, you need a visa. Anybody that has more than 12 months imprisonment, they require a special visa. You don't meet the criteria for a special category visa today. Because you don't have a visa to enter Australia, I must detain you. Although you don't meet the criteria for this particular visa, you can apply for another one.
I'm coming back to Australia.
He failed to apply for the visa. He needs to get more information on it from the Australian consulate in New Zealand and apply for it.